Welcome back to WrapRecap. Today, we'll recap the sci-fi action movie called The Creator. Amidst the turmoil between humans and AI-driven robots, a retired soldier stumbles upon a remarkable secret weapon, a robot camouflaged as a child. Will this unlikely savior hold the key to Earth's salvation from imminent peril? Stay tuned for our recap today to uncover the gripping tale. But before we dive into the story, remember to like and subscribe for more recaps. And have an awesome day. As the movie begins, advertisements tout the benefits of integrating artificial intelligence into American life, promising a brighter future. But the scene shifts to a distant, bleak reality. A U.S. government AI creation, a nuclear warhead, devastates Los Angeles, claiming over 1 million lives. In response, the military initiates a sweeping mission to eradicate all AI across the country. However, they face staunch opposition from Nueva Asia, a sanctuary for the surviving AI, considering them as equal citizens. The USS Nomad, a colossal space station, is dispatched on a mission to track down and eliminate AI presence. Its primary objective: scour the terrain for any traces of this technology and uncover the purported mastermind behind it all, Nirmata. In 2065, in Kaonang, Nueva Asia, Sergeant Joshua Taylor and his pregnant wife, Maya, make their home. While Maya possesses a stronger bond with AI, Joshua, equipped with a prosthetic arm and leg, lives alongside her. One fateful evening, a squad of droid officers, led by Harun, arrives, escorting a captured soldier to their doorstep. To Joshua's shock, the prisoner turns out to be none other than his friend and former commanding officer, Drew. Concealing his true identity within his marriage, Joshua privately interrogates Drew, as officials suspect Maya of being Nirmata's daughter. In an external raid, Maya uncovers Joshua's true identity as an undercover agent feigning affection for her. Although Joshua tries to explain that his love for her was genuine, driven by duty, Maya, devastated, flees and escapes on a boat. Tragically, an explosive from the Nomad strikes her group, seemingly claiming her life, leaving Joshua in anguish. 5 years later, Joshua toils at Ground Zero in Los Angeles as part of a cleanup crew. During a routine patrol, he and his partner encounter a malfunctioning droid, prompting them to deactivate it. While Joshua's partner sees it as an act of mercy, akin to ending a human's suffering, Joshua grapples with the moral implications of their actions. Alone, Joshua finds solace in memories of his time with Maya, cherishing the moments they shared despite the haunting truth of their separation. General Andrews and Colonel Howell approach Joshua, presenting intelligence suggesting Nirmata's involvement in New Asia, developing a devastating superweapon capable of threatening Nomad's existence. They implore Joshua to join their cause. Initially hesitant, Joshua's resolve weakens when Howell reveals a holographic video implying Maya's survival and her involvement in the very facility where the weapon is being created. They stress that Joshua's knowledge of the lab layout is pivotal. Not only could he aid in winning the war, but this mission also holds the promise of reuniting him with his beloved wife. Joshua joins a team led by Howell bound for New Asia, where she confides her deep animosity towards AI, stemming from losing her sons in the war. Upon arrival at the facility, their mission kicks off. Despite struggles in extracting information from the villagers about the entrance, Joshua, drawing from his familiarity with the place, manipulates a totem, revealing a concealed passage. The team descends, breaching the control room and headquarters with success. Inside, they encounter facility workers and engage in a heated firefight. As their intrusion is detected, the facility's doors seal shut, and robotic law enforcement units swarm in to apprehend them. A female soldier at the helm calls for backup, leading the team to leave Joshua behind with some soldiers while they press on to locate and dismantle the secret weapon. Hacking into the system, the remaining team manages to unlock access to the weapons chamber. Meanwhile, Joshua ventures in alone while the soldiers outside hold off their adversaries, standing their ground. As Joshua ventures deeper into the facility, he encounters a robot girl engrossed in watching television. Startled by a sound, he momentarily believes it might be Maya, but before he can react, a woman in a lab coat shoots him down and instructs the robot to find her mother. The team, compelled to abort their mission, rushes to escape, and the USS Nomad readies another missile for launch. Tragically, Joshua and fellow soldiers are stranded as the extraction chopper departs, leaving them behind. The Nomad unleashes a missile at the facility, causing devastation, yet Joshua miraculously survives the impact. The following morning, Joshua awakens on a boat to find the robot girl observing him. He ignores her and notices Shipley, presumed dead but surprisingly alive. Utilizing his radio, Joshua contacts their team. While taking cover in a nearby house, Joshua disregards the robot girl, focusing on aiding Shipley. However, the persistent presence of the robot girl continues to track him. Amidst this, Howell reaches out, inquiring about the secret weapon. Joshua reports that the target is merely a child. Despite Howell's directive to eliminate the robot girl, their conversation is interrupted by the arrival of the robot police at her location. Preparing to carry out the mission and terminate the robot girl, Joshua hesitates when he notices a familiar image she is drawing. Pausing his action, he attempts to communicate with the robot girl, seeking answers about the mysterious drawing. In a tense moment, an old robot threatens Joshua, prompting him to surrender momentarily. But his interpreting device alerts him to the imminent danger, and Joshua acts swiftly, shooting the robot before it can harm him. The robot police are alerted and close in on their location. Joshua rushes to get Shipley into the car, urging the robot girl to join them. As they start the car, the police robots launch a grenade, but a dog intervenes, redirecting the explosive toward the police robots. Seizing the opportunity, Joshua ushers the robot girl into the vehicle and speeds away. Simultaneously, Howell and Soldier McBride commandeer a police vehicle. While Joshua drives, Shipley, in a desperate act, aims a gun at him, demanding to return to the base. Joshua explains the distance is too far and plans to seek aid elsewhere. However, during their conversation, Shipley succumbs, losing his life. Joshua, wary of approaching vehicles, disguises the robot girl as a human, adorning her with a head bonnet and dubbing her Alfie. When their car breaks down, a kind local offers them a ride. Meanwhile, Howell and McBride stumble upon Shipley's body, attempting to extract information by transferring his consciousness to an AI. Unfortunately, the attempt fails as Shipley panics and the time runs out. Continuing their pursuit of Maya, they encounter Drew, Joshua's friend, in a robot manufacturing facility, accompanied by his robot companion, Kami. Drew examines Alfie, realizing her immense capabilities and her potential to control all technology. While Alfie and Kami enjoy ice cream, disguised police officers deliver a bomb-laden treat, devastating Kami. When they try to apprehend Alfie, Joshua intervenes, incapacitating some of them. Later, Cowell and McBride, disguised as police robots, aim to eliminate Joshua and Alfie. However, the pair has already fled, leaving behind Kami's destroyed body as a decoy. In the desolate ruins of Joshua and Maya's former home, Joshua, overwhelmed and solitary, is joined by the persistent Alfie. Overcome with grief as he gazes upon their wedding ring, Joshua confides in Alfie, releasing his pent-up emotions. Unexpectedly, Drew arrives, warning of an imminent assault, and is fatally shot. In his final moments, Drew discloses a startling truth. Maya herself, not her father, was the true creator. Their attempt to flee is thwarted as they find themselves encircled. To Joshua's disbelief, the leader of the assailants is none other than his long-lost friend, Harun, who commands his soldiers to incapacitate Joshua. As dawn breaks, Joshua awakens to find Harun standing outside his cell. Harun reveals that their group wasn't responsible for the nuclear bombing, a human error that they were wrongly accused of. Now the new leader after Maya's father's demise, Harun perceives Joshua as a threat, raising a gun to eliminate him. Interrupted by a commotion outside, Harun departs to take charge, granting Alfie the chance to free Joshua, and together they flee. Taking refuge beneath a boat, they reach the city, witnessing robots coexisting with consciousness and morality. Seeking shelter, Joshua sneaks into a house with Alfie as night descends. The tranquility is shattered when the entire city mobilizes to capture them. American forces, including tanks and spaceships, assault the city with explosive firepower. Alfie returns to aid the fleeing villagers, but auto-lock missiles mercilessly target and eliminate them one by one. As Nueva Asia soldiers and American troops face destruction, a self-destructing robot is launched, decimating many enemies. Another robot is deployed but halts on a bridge upon encountering Alfie. In a poignant moment, the encountering robot Alfie bows before Joshua, halting in reverence. Yet, the peace is shattered as McBride shoots Alfie, prompting Joshua to incapacitate McBride. Despite warnings, McBride persists, leading to Joshua's final action. Rescuing Alfie from the self-destructing robot, Joshua's decisive moves earn Haroon's trust. Together, they journey to the machine sanctuary, where Maya, Alfie's creator, and Joshua's wife, resides in a coma. Alfie, revealed as Maya's representation of their child, consoles Maya as Joshua expresses his love and remorse for past events. Aware of an impending American military assault, Joshua faces a heart-wrenching decision to terminate Maya's life support to protect her from the invading forces. Joshua and Alfie bid a tearful farewell to Maya as the military storms in. Howell arrives, commanding Joshua to terminate Alfie, but Joshua refuses. As Howell attempts to shoot Joshua, Haroon intervenes, launching a sticky bomb that leads to a fatal explosion. Amidst the chaos, Alfie's attempts to freeze the bomb are misinterpreted by soldiers, culminating in a tragic sequence. In an attempt to escape, Joshua tackles Howell, yet she and the soldiers meet their demise in the ensuing explosion. As they attempt to flee, soldiers apprehend Joshua and Alfie, leading them aboard the Nomad. General Andrews, lacking trust, orders Joshua to eliminate Alfie. Joshua seemingly complies, using a stun gun on Alfie, whose body is taken to the Nomad's laboratory for experimentation. Volunteering to accompany the team transporting Alfie, Joshua has a hidden agenda. Unbeknownst to the others, Alfie remains alive, and Joshua's actions are part of a meticulous plan. En route, Alfie disrupts the vehicle, causing chaos that enables their escape through a manhole, ultimately reaching an airport. There, they hijack a spaceship, taking control and directing it towards Nomad, the colossal orbital weapon system utilized by the military for airstrikes against AI strongholds. As Andrews realizes the unfolding plan, he scrambles to employ Nomad's might against the remaining AI bases. Joshua and Alfie skillfully navigate past armed guards, ejecting them into the void of space. Alfie seizes a moment to momentarily shut down Nomad's power entirely, while Joshua endeavors to plant an explosive on one of the missiles. As they maneuver towards an escape pod, Alfie stumbles upon a chamber housing humanoid robot bodies, one resembling Maya. Determined to revive her, Alfie attempts to transfer Maya's consciousness into the robot, hoping to awaken her and bring her along. Amidst the chaos, Andrews activates a colossal tentacle robot, hindering Joshua and Alfie's escape. Although Joshua manages to disable the robot, he finds himself trapped aboard Nomad. Prioritizing Alfie's safety, they share a heartfelt moment, expressing their love before Joshua ejects Alfie to safety. Left alone aboard the station, he encounters a synthetic Maya, who recognizes him. In a poignant moment, just as the station detonates, they share a kiss, sealing their connection. Absolutely. In the end, despite being wires and steel instead of flesh and blood, the robot encapsulates her essence, her very soul. This realization validates Joshua's tireless pursuit to reunite with her. Together, they successfully bring down Nomad. The Nueva Asia robots raise their flags, symbolizing the cessation of war and the dawn of a new era of peace. That wraps up today's recap. We hope you found it engaging and insightful. Remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons to show your support. It means a lot to us. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.